Hello, this is Pinkietessa's A-Z of London. It's P for Paddington. What do you think of when you hear the name Paddington? Is it the 1854 station that was designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, transporting passengers to long-distance destinations west of London such as Bristol, Cardiff, Swansea, Exeter, Plymouth and Penzance? Or mayhap it's the very famous bear who came from the deepest, darkest Peru, loves marmalade sandwiches, wears a duffel coat, a sou'wester, Wellington Boots, and sought refuge with the Brown family. Well, there's none of them. It's Paddington Basin. It's the super-duper area located just behind Paddington Station, where there's been a huge splash with a ton of new builds and renovation. It's all going slightly potty back here, redevelopment-wise. The 3D shoe advert for Paddington Basin encouraging a move to this area has long gone, but the basin is still here, and boy is it freezing this time of the year. The building renewal started roughly at the turn of this century, but the basin is much, much older than that. Paddington Basin was opened on the 10th of July 1801, the century before. At that time, it was part of a new build connecting waterways which extended all over Britain, primarily for the transportation of goods and irritation. Oh no, that should be irrigation. These waterways were key to the pace of Britain's 19th century industrial revolution, but we seem to have slowed down a lot since then. After the Second World War, the waterways fell into decline, which was a shame because they generally looked rather rubbishy, with the Sainsbury's trolley upended in some scuzzy water. Paddington Basin was the terminus of the Paddington arm of the Grand Junction Canal. It linked Paddington to the Ballsbridge Junction, that is today an area near Heathrow Airport. The basin was a major transshipment facility and blinking busy, unlike now where it's near deserted and or tranquil, depending upon your view and time of the year. So what the blinking hell is a basin? A canal basin, particularly in the UK, is an expanse of waterway along or at the end of a canal. These channels are wider than the canal, allowing boats to moor, unload cargo without impeding the process of other traffic, and importantly, permits turning. In the UK, this is called a winding hole, and not as you would imagine, winding as in to rotate. So we can all get a laugh out of that one. Oh, steady on, please. The Grand Junction Canal, now part of the Grand Union Canal, linked London via a chain of canals to Birmingham, reducing the distance considerably. The importance of the Paddington Branch Spur provided easy access to major roads into London, and the level route meant no locks, a huge bonus, as going through locks takes time and a ton of effort. It was by all accounts a large basin with many wharfs along its length, and with all the important trade routes. The importance was increased with the opening of the Regent's Canal, providing a link to the Port of London in 1820. The arrival of the railway in 1838 again boosted the basin's importance as a transport interchange, but ironically, after World War II, the railway was actually its downfall as traffic switched allegiances in a big way. The closure of the Regent's Canal dock in 1969 was the first nail in its coffin. But the turn from rail to road was the death nail for the Paddington goods yards, becoming completely redundant by the early 1980s. In January 2000, the consortium, in partnership with British Waterways, began work draining Paddington Basin, and since that time it has become a new major centre of redevelopment as part of the wider Paddington Waterside scheme. Land in London is always at a premium, and it's gone mod mad back here. It's now a right trendy, showy focal point in the renovation of central London. Angular, shiny, modern commercial and residential buildings are combined with the old canal basin layout and with new cycle routes running alongside the hysterical waterways. That, in a nutshell, is what London is all about. The new and the old, hand in hand. The basin is furiously launching itself into 21st century modernity, just like me. Where once goods sheds stood, voguish buildings have risen proudly. A good example of this is Sheldon Square, a glass, modish, mixed-use development of offices, flats and rental units. It was designed by Cyril Gibson and named after Sir Joseph Sheldon, Lord Mayor of London, who rebuilt in 1678 what is now St Mary's on Paddington Green. The square is built around a grass amphitheatre which features live music in the summer. September 2004 and the basin saw more urban style pop up than it's seen in 2 decades. In particular, 3 stylish, pioneering bridges were opened. The Helix Bridge, designed by Marcus Taylor, located near West End Quay. It's a grain, metal and glass corkscrew bridge which retracts to allow watercraft to pass through. And it's rather blue. The station bridge, designed by Langlands and Bell, provides a space-age get-across to Paddington Station with a semi-transparent screen across the canal. But this is my very favourite. It's the rolling bridge. It's a hugely unique and bonkers creation designed by Thomas Heatherwick as part of the Grand Union Canal office and retail development. This simple-looking bridge, when activated, rolls itself up into a perfect octagon or hamster wheel. Here, rolled out, and here, rolled up. Would you recognise this as a bridge? Well, you do now. According to Waterscape, in 5 years it's going to be a truly inspiring destination. But I can tell you, on a freezing, overcast, grey, dull British-style day, I'd rather be anywhere but here. For instance, inside the Marks and Spencer's HQ over there, where they have been since 2004. This has been my P for Paddington Basin, and I've not had such a frozen derriere since the war.